In today's video, I'm going to talk about what you need to do when you're at the train station. First, let's talk about paper tickets. When you get to the train station, there will be a bank of self-service kiosks like these. Pretty much go up to one. They usually have maps above them. Take a look at the map, figure out where you are, which is that red box. I need to go 2 stations to the left, which is 140 yen. So remember that number. Then taking a look at the machine, there is usually a button for English. And presents you all these options. Basically just put in enough money to cover the rate you need. And every available ticket will show up. I want the 140 yen, so I'll click that. And it will automatically dispense the ticket and return your change. So I'll go ahead and grab that and head toward the wickets. Go for a wicket that has a green arrow, which means you can go through. Look for the yellow slot to accept the ticket. Stick it in. It'll come out the other end. Make sure you grab it because you'll need it to get in the next station. So make sure you put it somewhere safe. And when you're exiting, same thing. Put it in the slot, and the wicket will open. It will keep the ticket, and you're done. In the event that you have a problem, there are these fare adjustment kiosks inside the station, again available in English. Basically, you put your ticket in there, and it'll tell you, if you made a transfer or a mistake, it'll tell you how much money you need to add to get out. In this case, no adjustment needed because I paid the correct amount. In the worst case scenario, just head to the station office, and they'll be able to help you. Next, I'm going to talk about electronic passes. For the last 6 visits, I used paper tickets because I didn't know any better. But there's actually 2 electronic passes, Suica and Passmo. They are essentially the same. One is run by JR, one is run by Tokyo Metro, but they are compatible. This poster is just telling people to make sure they touch it directly to the pad so that it registers. There are a couple different options, and there are also kiosks that are designed to vend these passes. I'm going to do a general user Passmo. For the personal, requires a phone number, which allows you to replace it if it gets stolen. But I'm going to say 1,000 yen to add on. Just so you know, there's 500 yen is for a deposit, and 500 yen will be the actual amount. I'm not going to do it since I already have one right here. But you can also use these machines to charge the cards. And in that case, you just hit the charge button instead and insert your card. And then it will ask you, it'll show you your balance and ask you how much you want to add. So I'm going to add 1,000 yen. Okay. And I'm going to go put in the money. And it will confirm the amount first. So hit OK. And then it will return your card. And then you can head over to the kiosks. Pretty much every kiosk has it. Touch it to the blue dot, get an arrow, and your balance will be displayed, and you're done. You can also put it in your wallet, and it will sense it through the wallet. This makes it a lot easier to get in and out. You can also put it in your purse like this lady did, and it will automatically calculate all of your transfers for you. Once you get into the station, usually there's a big board that has the major lines and then the time for the next trains, as well as where they'll be going. If you wait long enough, they should switch to English. There should also be color-coded signs with arrows indicating which lines are which and what their primary destinations are. And usually there's a lot of signs. You may see a sign like this, which tells you the sign you're at, which direction it's going, and what the next stop is at. And there are also exit signs and also signs for other lines in case you're doing a transfer. Once you're on the platform, there should be another sign listing the next train to come, as well as what type it is, because there are multiple types. They have rapid, special rapids, express, semi-express, and local trains, and they make different stops, so make sure you check this, and if you get on a train, make sure it stops at the station you want. As you're passing by trains, you'll see the names on the posts. They should be in kanji, and they should be translated. And they will also be in hiragana, and they should also be translated. Sometimes English will be a separate sign, sometimes it's at the bottom like this. Another thing you'll notice is that there are stickers or markers on the platform. These indicate where the doors will be. In this case, a 4-door or 3-door train will stop at the indicated markers. So if you know how many doors are on the train, you just step at that marker and you wait. As you can see, this is nearing rush hour, so the trains get pretty darn long. This is a suburban train, so it's not quite as full as some of the main trains close to the city. And this particular train is also a reverse commute train, but it is quite long. As you can see, the door stopped right at that indicated mark because it's a 4-door, and then you can hop on. Here is a different train line, which is a little busier. They have different markings, but very similar. And just so you know what to expect, here is a fairly average rush hour train nearing the city. It's just packed full of people, and they just keep coming out. And once they start to slow down, then you can start pushing your way in. You'll need to push firmly, but not rudely, to get in. And if it's a really bad train during rush hour, they may actually have people helping to push you in. And just when you think the train is full, that's when the real pushing begins, and they'll get another 20 people in after you. And yeah, that's quite an experience. Once you're inside the train, you might want to note a few things. First, there are priority seats. In these areas, cell phones should be turned off, and these seat colors are generally different from the others, just so you know. In other areas, cell phones should be set to manner mode or vibrate. You can also take a look. Some of the newer trains have LCD screens that tell you where you are and where you're going, what all the next stops are, in English and in Japanese. And once you've settled in, go ahead and take a look. There's ads everywhere. Short, there's one there. A little taller, there's one there. A little taller, one there. And even the way up there, on the doors and on the walls. There's even ads on the ceilings. They are pretty much everywhere. Everywhere you look. You think America is too commercial? Just take a look at a train here. Quick note about local buses. They're a little tricky because they're usually not in English, so you really need a local to get some route information. But once you do have that and you get on, they have a nice little machine here that does just about everything. It will take bills and give you change in coins. It accepts Suica or Passmo, and then it also accepts coins. It may also dispense tickets based on your zone, and the prices for the zones will be displayed on the board above the driver. But really the easiest is just to use your Passmo or Suica. It just makes everything much simpler. In my next video, I will actually walk you through my example Commute, so stay tuned.